I'm K.Prakash, working as assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, SNS College of Technology. Today we are going to see the SNS roadmap. So from frustration to innovation, building a system, what are all the things to be focused and what are the obstacles to be overcome and what we have to focus, we are going to discuss today. So starting from the frustration. So initially we start with no ideas. So we will be in a situation with a lot of ideas and we are having a lot of confusions. So this frustration has to be made to success. So even more simple things to be identified and we have to take it into the account to be focused to gain the end of the roadmap. So initially we need a catalyst. As a catalyst is a booster, and we have to search what will be the betterment of tomorrow, and we have to see what are the toughest problems available. So we have to overcome these things. With this lot of waverings, we are starting our journey towards the end. So to start this, initially we made the focus on design thinking. So Stanford design thinking school and the legend of IDEO, where the source of design thinking was available. So our SNS College of Technology focused on this design thinking. They discovered design thinking from the Stanford. So what is design thinking? So design thinking is nothing but a repeatable human-centered process for cracking tough challenges. So here there are 5 stages. So empathy, prototype, define, ideate. So all these stages comprises the design thinking. So initially to solve the problems, we took the tool of design thinking. So to build the foundation, we need some extra source or we have to focus something more. So there we introduce the 3P cultures. So in the SNS entire ecosystem, we ensure this new thinking of 3P culture. So the purpose, the process and the people. So purpose, why we have to do this? Okay, so for every actions we have to have what is the reason for doing this. So this intentionally drives the decision to be taken. So next, coming to the process. So we have identified the purpose, we have to do it or we have to execute this. So for that we are looking a process. Here we are approaching the design thinking concepts. And when this is possible, then we consistently we can do this process and we can use methods which can be repeatably and we can execute that. Okay. So and finally coming to the people. So the stakeholders and the individuals, they are the people who are benefiting from this. So when this purpose and process made, so they will be in the right mindset to make innovations and they can solve the day-to-day problems in our happenings. So this is the main process of our 3P culture which builds the foundation. And coming to the foundation of 3P culture simply cannot be achieved. So this core competence with the right people has to be done. So we here in SNS map with the 3 things. So to succeed, to define the 3 overlapping competencies, we have made some attitude, skills and specialized knowledges. So coming for the attitude, first we should have a curiosity to do something. Okay, if you want to do some any innovations or to do some wanted things, or if you want to do anything, first there should be a curiosity. So that curiosity has to be made a seed to all. So this is coming under the attitude. So when this curiosity happens, it drives the exploration and also it creates an accountability when this continuously made. So this attitude and curiosity can be made with the help of the skills. Okay. So today in our national education policy itself, they are focusing on skills. So more than knowledge, skills is very, very important. So we are focusing on logical thinking, problem solving. So when the logical thinking and problem solving is done, initially this helps to a business acumen of the peoples. So which leads to an entrepreneurship in the future. And the specialized knowledge. So attitude and skills, when it is made technically, we are getting expertized. So this knowledge makes us technically expertise in specific domains, and also we can have competitively we can fight, or we can do whatever things in our day-to-day life, which reacts as a competitive advantage. And to achieve all this, we are having the 5 interconnected pillars. Okay, so here we are having CLT, Center for Learning, and we are having SCD, Skill Career and Development, and we are having the IAPC cell, and then we are having the Center for Creativity, and we are having the Industry Partnership cell, and then we are having social responsibility initiatives. So these 5 pillars will focus on individually for the growth of the all the stakeholders. So when coming for the Center for Learning, so here we are having the internal skill development is mainly focused in learning. So teaching and learning is the process where the skills develop through learning. Okay, and next, so each and everybody has some new ideas. So these new ideas can be a creativity idea. So this creativity can be made possible with the help of the Center for Creativity. And so by learning and some creating ideas, we should be skilled ourselves. So here we are following the lead codes, this programming which helps them in the helping cracking in the interviews. So this skill career development SCD cell focuses on the skill development of the students. And coming to the Industry Institute Partnership cell, so we are gaining knowledge through learning, but when we have exposure to the real time in the industries, so we can lively see what are the happenings there. So the real time applications can be read, so that the knowledge can be gained. So from these 4 pillars, what we have learned, we have ideas and we have skills developed, and the practical applications, everything has to be shared to the society. So in some way we have to be useful to the society. So these social responsibilities will be a role to be helpful for the society in doing awareness programs or our ideas or projects which helps the public. So in our real world, so we have to be master ready with the skills which we have learned. So for that, what we are doing is, to achieve this success, we are going for industry certifications. So now Microsoft Azure AI Fundamentals is one of the certifications which is given by Microsoft. The students have been making it, and by gaining these industry experienced certifications and knowledge and skills, so there are many cutting edge problems. So these cutting edge problems can be solved through this real time industry certifications. And when the people are involved in these cutting edge solving problems, then they are using smart management tools. So by this they can understand what are the tools which you are using. And also we are in our SNS, we are following the smart OKR, objective key results. So this smart goals makes us to win daily, and it has a small gamification and it keeps engaged, so that our industry certification, cutting edge and all these things are day by day it is improved. And with all these, we are adding a fuel to the AI acceleration. So our SNS institution is the first Gen AI implemented institution which has implemented the design thinking framework. Okay, so this design thinking framework, what is the use? Okay, so why want to have this human centered system? So what is the need? Okay, so today AI is playing a very important role. So AI is not replacing the existing, but it gives an additional fuel to us. Okay, so we are having some personalized career roadmaps. So AI develops some pathways to us to have the personalized career. We can grow our career, we can improve our career with this AI, so that our individual unique goals will also be better. And next one is, by using the AI, we are having the customer practice tests, and then notes can be generated easily, and then we can learn the matching needs. So whatever we're learning, we can have an comparisons. So, and also when you are coming for the real startup challenges, okay, so we can see the cutting edge problems, we can have the direct access to these cutting edge problems. So we can assess these problems from the top tier incubators, and we are fetching the problems from Y Combinators. By using this AI, we can have some solutions for these existing problems. And in our SNS, we are having the main audacious goal of 1000 AI startups in 10 years in the next coming years. So our AI helps us, or we are working towards this ambition mission. So we are fundamentally cultivating a design thinking mindset as a core operating system. As a part of this, we are having the SNS Innovation Hub, which is India's largest startup campus in Coimbatore. Here, the 1000 startup ideas are being taken care, and it is being executed in our day-to-day life. So finally, coming to our conclusion, so our challenge is to have the audacious goal. So in this storytelling, we have incorporated the various paths which is crossed to achieve the final goal, from the initial frustration mindset to the final achievement of this. So here, from the frustration, we have made the purpose driven system, and we have some ad hoc ideas. So this ad hoc ideas has been converted with the powerful growth mindset, okay, to an useful ideas. And our manual process has been overcome with the AI-fied simplified excellence. So thank you. This is my small storytelling about the SNS roadmap. Thank you.